In a quiet kampung on the outskirts of Kedah, there stood a wooden house, old, creaky, with its windows always shut, even in the hottest afternoons. They said no one lived there anymore, but the truth was, someone never left. This is the story of Faris, a 24-year-old university student who returned to his village after his grandmother's death. She had raised him with love, faith, and stories, some beautiful, some terrifying, but none scared him as much as the story she always whispered before bed. Jangan main dengan saka. Itu bukan warisan. Itu beban. Don't play with the saka. It's not an inheritance. It's a curse. Faris didn't believe in that stuff. After all, he was educated, logical, religious enough. He prayed, he fasted, he didn't fear the unseen. Until the first night he slept in her house. He heard whispers from the kitchen. At exactly 3:33 a.m., it was the voice of his grandmother. Soft, raspy, but her mouth wasn't moving in the picture hanging on the wall. Her eyes were. He brushed it off. Maybe stress, maybe grief. But the next morning, the old village imam came to visit. He didn't smile. He looked around the house, sniffed the air, and said, "You should not be here alone. There are things she left behind." That night, it got worse. Faris woke to the sound of azan, called a prayer, but it was twisted, slowed, reversed, coming from inside the walls. He stumbled to the living room and found the old prayer mat laid out, the same one his grandmother used. On it lay a small keris, dagger, wrapped in red cloth. He didn't remember placing it there. As he reached for it, something grabbed his wrist. Cold, thin, wrinkled, familiar. He turned, and there she was, his grandmother. But her face was hollow, sunken, and her eyes, black like wet ash. She whispered,
"Jangan tolak dia. Dia nak kau sambung."
"Don't reject it. It wants you to continue." That night, he dreamt of her, sitting in a dark room, surrounded by bomo, animals without eyes, and jars filled with fingernails and tongues. They were chanting in a language he didn't know. She turned to him and said, "Aku bela dia bertahun-tahun. Sekarang giliran kau. I kept it for years. Now it's your turn." When he woke up, the dagger was in his hand. He hadn't taken it. He hadn't touched it. Desperate, Faris went to the imam. The old man listened quietly, then sighed. "Your grandmother, she didn't just raise you. She protected you. That saka was promised your soul the moment you turned 24. Faris asked what to do, and the imam replied, "You can run, or you can fight." That night, they performed ruqyah, Islamic exorcism, reading verses from the Quran. As Surah Al-Baqarah echoed through the house, the lights flickered. The walls bled. Yes, bled. From the prayer mat, a shadow rose, tall, twisted. Its face was a mixture of all his ancestors, mouths moving, eyes crying, and it screamed, "We fed you. We kept you safe. You are ours." The imam poured Zamzam water on the keris and recited Ayatul Kursi. The dagger sizzled, the shadow convulsed. But before it disappeared, it whispered into Faris's ear, "If you don't take me, your children will." The next morning, the house was quiet. Too quiet. Faris left. He never returned. But even now, every year on his birthday, at 3:33 a.m., his phone receives a voicemail. No caller ID, just a voice, crackling, whispering, "Sambunglah, sebelum terlambat. Continue it before it's too late."